The People from China, a short story. Today, when I was out walking, I met a young family. They stopped me to ask if I would take a photo of them on their camera. They spoke English by the book, the English of brand new, attentive students who had a holiday planned. They were from China. I know that because I asked them. China, they said. Shanghai. They said Shanghai with a coy pride. I knew of Shanghai and I was impressed, and they were delighted that I was. They asked where I was from. Oh, they said, the next year we go there to visit. We go the end of the March to beginning of the April. They liked to use the word the, and I liked the use of it. It gave everything a special importance, an atmosphere of position, of standing. An artist would paint such an atmosphere with a soft copper burnish. Children would snuggle up to its warmth. The end of the March, and I could feel the slowing vibration of the wearied boots, smell the sweat of the worn and warm boot leather, feel the straining of the stitching and the odd sensation one feels when stones have trapped themselves in the complex design of rubber soles. Hear the relieved sighs as a distant voice called, "Halt!" Beginning of the April, and I could smell the crocuses and daffodils pushing up the earth. It was as though time had given birth to April, and a great star shone in the east, as though a milestone had been established in the history of man, and I suddenly regretted that I carried with me neither gold, nor frankincense, nor myrrh. We said our goodbyes, and I left them wrapped in the swaddling of their hope and their smiles and their holiday joy, and walked on. After a few moments, out of an inherent curiosity, I turned to see the direction they had taken, but they had disappeared quite perfectly and without trace. I thought, perhaps they've been run over by masked men in a fast, dark car with silent wheels, who, making the best of a bad situation, would then speedily sell their body parts on the black market, turning quite a profit. I thought, perhaps I was the last person to see them alive, and I felt glad that I had been in a good mood that day, glad that we had been pleased with one another, glad that they had had the chance to practice their English and show off their remarkable use of the word the. Or I thought, perhaps they'd been swallowed up by the annoying phantom monster who, uninvited, seems to accompany me everywhere, swallowed up greedily and whole. And I smiled with pleasure, imagining the heartburn they'd create as they made themselves comfortable in the belly of this beast, and talked of their happy holiday plans, the next year, at the end of the March to beginning of the April.